And honestly, I don't know what $5,000 will do for you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. And I had to play that quick clip right in the beginning so you can understand exactly what kind of video this is about to be. We're talking about a congresswoman by the name of Jasmine Crocket, who apparently doesn't see the point of giving American taxpayers back any of their money, especially with all of the fraud and waste that we've been finding. Well, that Doge has been finding, and pretty much being very transparent and showing receipts of how our money is just being wasted. And they're stopping payments here and there. They're cutting out the fat here and there, and they're saving tens of millions of hundreds of millions to billions of dollars. And it's been proposed to give some of that money back to American taxpayers. And the numbers are working out to be about $5,000 a piece. But apparently, the Democrats don't really see, they don't really want to do that. They're against it for whatever reason. But we're going to play some of this clip here so we can, go over it. Oh, and by the way, if you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe. And definitely comment. I like to have a conversation in the comment section. I do respond back to as many as I can. But anyway.
President Trump says he likes the idea of giving some of the savings from Doge back to Americans as kind of a dividend. Would you support that?
Listen, he's just telling a lie. He's not the one that had anything to do with the $1,200 refunds that people had during the midst of COVID. That was done by a Democratic House and Democratic Senate. Right now,
the woman asked a very specific question. Do you agree with President Trump giving back, money that has been saved from Doge, the investigation that Doge is doing, finding all this wasteful spending and fraudulent payments? Do you agree with President Trump giving back some of that money to taxpayers? This woman didn't even answer the goddamn question. She went back 4 years talking about COVID relief funds, of which the Democrats wanted to give American citizens only $600. I don't know about you, but $600 can't pay for a lot. Hell, that's barely groceries. Even back then. Trump wanted it to be $2,000. She forgot. She conveniently left that part out.
Now what they're going to do is say, hey, we want to give you a refund, but Congress won't let us because they already know that.
No, the Democrats are trying not to allow it to happen. These people. I'm really glad that the internet exists so we can do the instant replays, do the highlights of the news and the highlights of what these people be saying, man, because a lot of these types of interviews could have gotten lost in the sauce, especially if they aired at, 5:46 p.m. on a random Wednesday. And if you didn't catch it then, you just didn't see it. So I'm so glad that this type of thing is, constantly recorded so we can run it back and just listen to the absolute insanity that some of these people are just some of the insanity that's coming out of their mouth. Anyway, continuing.
There's just no money for that. The only reason that those refunds came before was because we were living in different times. This was a time in which hopefully we won't ever go through again. We had a once in a lifetime pandemic. The bad part is that I don't know if it's once in a lifetime because we know that Ebola, unfortunately, was detected right here in New York.
What the hell are you talking about? She asked you a very specific question. You're going into Ebola. You're going into all this. Hold on a second. She's saying that we don't have any money to give out. Ma'am, the money that's going to be returned to the taxpayer is the money that's no longer going to fraudulent payments. It's money that's no longer going to God knows what kind of programs in several different countries that we are at odds with. This is money that's no longer being wasted and fraudulently pushed out and sent to all these other countries and places, and it's being returned to the taxpayer. And you're saying there's no money. Ma'am, come on.
Here recently, and if we continue down this road of getting rid of scientists or deciding that we don't want to rely on experts as it relates to what they're
the same experts that were, telling us what to do during COVID, really? Those same experts, really?
Telling us to do, or we don't want to deal with vaccines and medicine in this country, then we may be facing not only our next pandemic, but our next 2, 3, or 4 pandemics because of their incompetence. So no.
They got a lot of nerve talking about incompetence and talking about vaccines. Like no one's trying to get rid of vaccines. Okay, I feel like I believe that was a direct jab at RFK Jr. The man has repeatedly said that he's not against vaccines. He just wants them to be safe. They got to be properly tested. And he's given examples of vaccines getting put on the market that have not been properly tested. I mean, how the hell are you ignoring that? This man successfully sued companies because of those things. I think he understands what the hell's going on when it comes to these vaccines. I don't like these Democrats. I hope they never win another election. I know me personally, I will never vote for a Democrat again. I swear to God, don't come to my door. Don't give me a flyer. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. If you have a D next to your name for Democrat, I don't want to talk to you.
We are not in the business of giving out money. And honestly, I don't know what $5,000 will do for you.
We're not in the business of giving out money. Really? Well, it seems like you're not in the business of giving back the money to taxpayers. But you're all for giving out money, as you know, what Doge has just uncovered. Actually, both parties are cool with just giving out money. But it seems like right now the Democrats are really pissed off that any money is going back to the American taxpayer. They want the business as usual type of thing. This is absolutely insane. But anyway, I ain't gonna go. I just can't. I'm actually really pissed off. I'm stuttering and all this other shit. I'm gonna leave it there. Until the next one, y'all be easy.